Hey everyone, welcome back to South by Southwest Live with Fanservice. I'm Gavin from Fanboy TV, once again joined by...
I'm Mark Martinez from the Austin Horror Society.
And we have two great guys here from the film Dogfood. Say hello to everyone and introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Brian Crano. I directed Dogfood, and
I'm Michael Klein, and I produced it.
Directing and producing. How long have you been directing and how long have you been producing?
I've been directing since 2007, and
I guess producing since 2005, 2006, but yeah, that's about right. I'll talk into the microphone now.
So let's tell everyone a little bit, what is Dogfood?
Dogfood's a short film that we made almost exactly a year ago. We shot it, and it's about, I heard a story on the radio about a butcher who had some rabbits stolen from him and reacted very badly. And
Like a real life story? This
yeah,
is one of
it was on
those
the
made-up
public
ones?
radio. And it was a matter of principle that he wanted these rabbits back, even though they were stolen by this kind of human rights group and or animal rights group, and he wanted these rabbits back. And they offered to pay $1,000 a head, and he said, no, you have to return the rabbits to me, and then you can buy them for their price, $10, whatever. This really has very little to do with what the movie ends up becoming, but I was thinking about this, like what happens, you know, when somebody is deeply principled. What is the deal with people eating, you know, animals, and what that makes you feel and do, and so that's sort of the origin of the film.
Can you tell us a little bit about the casting of the film?
Yeah, sure. The cast of the film is Corey Michael Smith, who is now in an HBO miniseries, Olive Kitteridge, and
Was in Camp X-Ray.
Camp X-Ray. That was just at Sundance, and he's in the new Todd Haynes film, as well as Amanda Seyfried, who is in a lot of stuff.
Lots of stuff. She's around.
Most importantly, Dogfood.
And also my partner David Craig is in it, and my dog Axel is in it as stars as the dog.
So you put your dog in this movie where bad things may or may not be able to happen to him?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's a loving owner right there.
Well, I felt really bad actually, because on set he didn't know what to do necessarily. He knew that there were a bunch of his friends around because he knows a lot of the people in the crew and on the movie, and Amanda's dog and our dog are sort of best friends, but he was confused as to, like, you know, we would all be playing and then we would roll, and he would sort of look around and be like, why did everybody stop playing with me? We should continue playing. That was much better than this. So it took a little bit to get him to.
Was this your first time working with an animal actor?
Yeah, it wasn't my first time working with this animal. Just trying to get him to do stuff, which is kind of a constant process.
I never quite understood how people trained animal actors. Like, that has to be a brilliant job you have if you can manage to make a cat stand still.
I've worked with some trained animals, and they do amazing things. I was shocked with how great Axel was. Like, untrained dog, but played really cute dog really well. And
he was the most natural. He was very good at being a dog.
Yeah. Somehow we kept on schedule even with animals on set.
Yeah, we have a dog. She has a short attention span unless it's food. You can do whatever you want as long as you have a piece of food in your hand.
We also had a goat, chickens, ducks.
Well, you had a walk-in petting zoo going on there.
Yeah, it was fun. In all shot in Brooklyn, where it's an odd place to find a goat.
Yeah.
They were all imported from upstate New York.
And earlier you were saying you're from Los Angeles?
Mike's from
Los
LA.
Angeles.
You're Los Angeles.
I'm in Brooklyn,
And you're Brooklyn. Okay. And so can you tell me how this partnership formed?
Well, we've been working together for years on a feature that was actually here in 2011, Bag of Hammers, which Mike worked on, I directed, and shorts that we did before that also, which played around the festival circuit too. So we've been working along.
Yeah, and Brian used to live in Los Angeles, so even though we filmed in New York, it was kind of a bi-coastal crew. A lot of people came out. And a lot of
really
locals,
great crew.
It was,
So, it's awesome.
So, is this your first time showing this film at a festival, or have you shown it before?
No, this is the world premiere of this movie. Which
Has
is
anyone
cool.
seen it yet, outside of you guys?
Yeah. I mean,
not outside of us. I mean,
our friend,
yeah,
you know, like our
hasn't
circle.
publicly screened yet. This is.
Are you ever nervous watching a movie that you make and you put so much effort in with an audience that they may hate it?
No.
They'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Not
that
this
was the
movie.
worst movie ever."
Other stuff I've done. This movie, I really like how this movie is.
Yeah.
Where it's at. It's exciting. It's not nervous. I'm not nervous about this one. I'm excited.
Do you normally make features or do you make shorts?
Yeah, I mean we're doing putting two features together right now, and we had a little window where we could make something, and we got a kind of crazy idea that we should do it. Yeah. And I feel like with shorts, it's so easy to find a feature idea that you love. I think it's a much harder thing to narrow down. Like, this is one tiny story that I want to tell. And so when you get those ideas, then you have to kind of pounce on them. And when I had this idea, and we all had this kind of window open to do the movie, and I talked to Amanda about it, and I talked to Corey about it, and everybody wanted to do it. So we just kind of blazed ahead.
Do you find it easier to do shorts or features?
Well, I mean, it's easier in some ways to do shorts because there are less restrictions on what you can do. But there are also financial restrictions on what you can do. So I think it's a balance. I think it's a great skill set to really work on. You know, for me, like, this is sort of a genre. This has been ascribed sort of a genre film, which I don't do. I'm not, like, I feel like a little bit of a carpetbagger in that regard because that's not my kind of wheelhouse typically. But I loved it. It was such a cool thing to be able to drop into that, coming out of more of a straight kind of dramedy bias, and be able to see if I could make something scary and fun. And
Well, now that you've kind of dipped your toe into that, do you feel like you might want to do a feature in that?
yeah,
that
it was
vein?
awesome. I really liked it. I really liked it. It was really great. And also, like Mike said, when we were showing the movie to friends of ours, to see that genuine reaction, which is so visceral, almost, you know, the same as getting a laugh or something, like a you know, kind of like a panic response. It feels just as cool to do that. And I mean, that's really, for me, like, that's what we're all trying to do as filmmakers, is like manipulate a response out of an audience with our tricks. And this is a great medium in which to do that. So I was really excited by it.
And I mean, getting the reaction of screening it, but even, I mean, Brian wrote this, and at the script level, people, like, I would show this to like get notes, and like they'd be reading, and they'll be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Just keep reading, just like you'll find out." And they, you know,
It's
like,
a tense situation.
it was
It's great.
tense, even just
It's great.
black text on white paper. So the movie's even
That's
better.
when you know it's going to work.
Yeah.
We had a sneaking suspicion that it would be okay.
Did you find it difficult to adjust from taking shots that work for dramatic comedy as opposed to shots that work for a thriller / horror / scary film? Because I always figure it's a different visual medium. You can't tell the same thing the same way.
Yeah, I mean, what I did to prep for this was to think about all of the movies that I love, because I love thriller. I love the thriller space as a fan, and you know, like, I think Silence of the Lambs is probably the most perfectly made film, in my opinion, ever. And I have watched that film probably 100 times. And then for this movie, you know, we wanted to do something with the art direction and the style of the film that felt kind of like a homage to like a Hitchcockian mode, that was where the sets felt like sets, but also they were like plausibly real, but there's a heightened reality to certain of the physical spaces. And so I was looking at a lot of those resources and trying to put my own spin on what how I would have made those films, or like how I would take the best thing about that I feel like I could do and kind of interpret that into the film. So yeah, it was a lot of research, really, because it's, like you said, it's not my...
Well, we're just about out of time. Where can people see this film at South by Southwest?
The Midnight Shorts, we premiere tonight.
At the Rollins Theater at 10 o'clock.
And also, if you want to check us out on social media, we're at dogfoodfilm.com.
All on the bottom of the screen right there. You can follow all the links. So good luck at South by Southwest. It's going to be really fun to see, and I look forward to seeing what you have in the future. I think we've met before, though.
It's possible.
Yeah, I run into so many people I like. I've already come across 2 today that I've met. So good luck. I'm sure we'll run into each other again in the future, and have the best time, dude.
Thanks
for
having
having
us. Appreciate it.